Hello guys, welcome back to my March design team project for Kerr over at Happiness in Crafting, and we are on ephemera series part 3B. I'm labelling this video part, it's number 3 in the series of simple ephemera kind of thing, and this is video part B. We have an A, a B, and the next one will be C, because I'm making envelopes. And rather than making all 3 in one really long video, I've decided to break them up and do them into 3 smaller. Well, the first video was quite long, but this is going to be a shortish one, part B, and then the next one, part C, again will be, a shortish video too. This was the envelope we made in the last video, and it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I haven't inked it or anything. I haven't sewn around it. I'll do those later. But yeah, and I used this page from G's Collage Paper Pieces number 1 kit. I used this beautiful purple lilac page. It kind of goes all different ways. It is a little bit more vibrant on this envelope version because I printed this version onto matte photo paper. This is printed onto white cardstock, and then I have the same kit again printed onto normal printer paper, so it's the same as this basically, just not as thick. This is the printer paper version there, which is the same as the cardstock version. Very, the colours are the same, it's just a thinner version of paper. So I will pop those to one side. I'm not going to flick through the kits again, I've already done that numerous times, but I will link the video below to the full kit flip through and what have you. But yes, so this was envelope number 1 for part A. So I will I have a funny feeling I should have been telling you something else about this, but I can't remember what. Nope, maybe it'll come to me, I don't know. But yeah, I will pop that to one side, and we shall get working on envelope part B, which is this one. I'm going to use this beautiful one again from G's backing, no, not backing papers. This is G's Collage Paper Pieces kit 1. This is one of the pages from the kit. You get, oh, I've just remembered. You get 6 different pages in the kit, and the idea is really that you just cut all these out or tear them out and you collage with them, or use them as embellishments, whatever. You just got some smaller collage pieces yourself, but I'm not doing that with them. I'm using them as an actual thing, full piece. And that reminded me of this bit. This is what I needed to tell you with regards to this. This bit is G's information. Yeah, and because I'm using it as a full piece, that information is obviously still visible. Now, so using this as an envelope and folding it up, the information is there, still visible. I'm actually going to leave it for the time being, but when I come to use this in a journal or whatever, I will just pop a label or something over that. I'll just maybe put a fancy label or a tab or a piece of lace or something just across there like that, and maybe over the front there as a bit of embellishment. You can still use the page as a whole page like this. Just cover that up with a label or an embellishment or something. It's not a big deal. So yeah, this one is as I said, one of the collage paper pieces. And then on the back of it, we glued one of the pages from G's backing papers set 1 kit, which is beautiful. I think it just complements it absolutely beautifully, as does this one. Sorry, this was also the one that we lined this one with, was also from G's backing papers set 1, which I just think goes absolutely beautifully with that. But yeah, so if you haven't seen the other videos and you are tuning in for this one, please excuse the sniffling and snuffling. I have allergies and they are kicking my backside today because spring has sprung, and yeah, my nose is dripping like a tap. Right, so today we're going to do a different envelope, and this one will involve an envelope template. Now, I thought it would, but I can't find my envelope template, but I used, you know, I made this envelope using the same template, so I need to very carefully, oh gosh, I need to very, very carefully tear this open, and then we can use this as a template. Now this is actually a template from a normal envelope. There we go, got that side open. Let's do this side. Please behave yourself. Please, I only need a little piece of it. I should be more prepared, I know. I'm sorry, guys. It's... oh, seriously. It's going to be a real pain for me now, is this? I know it. Oh. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Bit of a botch job, but I know. Right, that's all I need. That's all I need. Perfect. Okay, so somewhere I have an actual template made of cardstock that is this, and I just basically opened the same way. I opened another envelope that was like this, and then I used it as a template. And yeah. Now this has acetate in it, and guess what, guys? I don't think I have any, but I do have some tracing paper, which will do fairly the same thing. I may have some acetate lurking somewhere. Yeah, I can find some anyway. If I don't have any lurking and I do decide I want acetate and not use tracing paper, then I will just go downstairs and get some, because I know where I have some. I'm just going to cut that little pieces of paper off there, and then I get the proper template. But like I said, guys, if you have an envelope that you like the look of, then gently open it up like I just did, trim it a little bit, and then just draw around it on some cardstock, some thick cardstock or something, and keep it as a template. Excuse me, because that's what I'm going to do for this. You know? Now this is a good size. It won't go that way. It's too big. So I need to now turn my page portrait. I always get portrait and landscape mixed up. I'm sorry. And then decide which bit I want where. I also need to decide, because this is directional, which bit I want to be the main bit and which bit is going to fold up at the back. I think I'm just going to do it this way. So, let me see. Yeah, I think I am just going to stick it kind of maybe slap bang it, because I can't decide. I'm just going to put it right in the middle of the page. And do you know what, actually, I'm going to turn it over and do it. Yep, I'm just going to turn it over and do it, and then I'm not agonising over which bit to keep and which bit not to keep, and I'm just going to draw around this template like so. Sorry, bashed you. As best I can, because it's now flimsy. I hope you can see this. I hope it hasn't gone out of focus. Because the sun's shining through the window now, so I can't see because it's whitewashing the screen. Let's go around the corner. Up there. Around there. Down there. Up there. And there. Wow. Great. And somewhere along the way I moved the envelope so it doesn't line up. What an idiot. It's a good job you're not going to see any of this, isn't it? Because it's on the inside. Also, that bit's going to get cut off anyway. So, right, let's realign the envelope. And this time draw around it properly without moving it. Okay, there we go. That's better. Also need to do this middle piece. Now obviously there is acetate in here, so I can't draw it, but if I use my little, where has it gone? Where's it gone? I was going to say pokey tool, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my scoring, oh there it is, I'm looking for my scoring stylus. If I just kind of go along the inside with this, it should leave an indentation so I know where to cut. Sorry guys, my phone's ringing. Okay guys, I'm back. Yep, back. Yeah, as I was saying, and we're just kind of pushing through there with my scoring tool, so now I can see the line. And I'll just use a pencil now just to very faintly kind of go along that, and then I know where to cut. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect anyway. There we go. There we are. Right. So now we just have to cut it out, and then we'll have a nice, I'm not going to look, I had a quick peek, but I don't know, I can't see. We'll cut it out now, and then we'll see what we get on the other side. So I will, oh my gosh, I can't see, the sun is glaring. Okay, I will stop talking now and I'll speed this bit up. Okay guys, so that's that done. I still haven't turned it over to peak, not properly. But yeah, oh that's perfect. That's right down there as well. Awesome. Okay, so now whilst we have the book out, I'm going to score the envelope. I like to do it, you can use a scoreboard, yes, but I like to do it like this with the book and a stylus, scoring stylus. And I've found that if I use, you know, whatever I'm doing the straight edge, if I butt it up against the spine of the book, I know it's straight. But yes, so I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to find my ruler, my small ruler, and still on the back of the page because it needs to fold inwards on itself. And valleys make mountains. Valleys meaning when you score, you're pushing down, so you're creating a valley, and then you fold upwards, which creates the mountain. Yeah, I know it still confuses me, does that? So I'm just going to try and line those two edges up, you know, that corner bit there with that corner bit there. Just try and line those up as best I can. Like I said, you can by all means use a scoreboard, but I prefer to do it this way. And with this being a little bit thicker, I like to just keep my ruler in place and use that as a guide. Just a little extra helping hand to fold that upwards, like so. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it that way and do this bit. Again, using that corner piece there and that corner piece there to line up. Not too hard, not scoring too hard, because I don't want to split the paper, but I also still want it to fold. This is why I don't like using a scoreboard, because sometimes I poke through too hard, I score through it too hard with it having a hard surface. Because obviously on a scoreboard it's plastic. I tend to be a bit too heavy-handed on a scoreboard and I split through my paper, whereas with the book I don't tend to do it as much. Well, I don't tend to split it as much. So we're going to line those up and score down there. Like so, and then this one as well. You can rub these pencil lines out, obviously, but they're on the inside, so you know they don't matter too much. And there we go. I don't think that was straight. I think it weren't too bad. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And there you go. And then, like you've just seen me do, just fold them over and burnish them down a little bit. Like so. And we've already done that one, but we'll just reinforce that one again. And then, I hope I'm focused, and then you would glue your acetate or whatever on the inside of there, and then those would fold in and you would glue, and then you would fold that up and glue it to it, and that would be your flap, and that is your envelope. Like so, which we are going to do. But first I need to pop you on pause and find some acetate or decide whether to use tracing paper. Okay guys, I'm back. I couldn't find my acetate. I have loads of it. I have a bag full of it somewhere. But just to show that you can find it even if you don't have it. You don't have to go out and buy it. We have this. I saved this because I was actually going to make a journal cover out of it. Yeah, I was going to make a journal cover out of it and I was going to use that as a window, but I'm not bothered because I can use this as a template. But if you get packaging like this was a chocolate medal, you know, this window inside of any window packaging is acetate, and you can just pull it off and reuse it. I'll keep that. Oops. And then I will keep that as a template, you know, so you can do that as well. So further down the line I will make that journal. Now I could glue that in there as is, like that, but I don't need it that big, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Where's my big scissors? Oh, put them away. Yeah, let's just cut this white bit off. Make sure, knowing me, I'll cut too much off, so I'll do it in little bits. Yeah, let's just, plenty. Okay, I'll just cut these white bits off that came off with the packaging. Excuse me. Throw them in the bin. And then you have this piece. And like I said, you just glue that on the inside. That then gives you your little window. Before doing that, you can ink around there if you prefer. I'm not bothered. But yeah, I mean, try and do a bit of a better cutting job than I did. But you can just ink around the inside of that if you like. yeah, so back out with the art glitter glue. I love this stuff because it dries fast. And I'm just going to go around the edges of this. Glue stick will not hold this. You need something stronger like art glitter glue, Fabri-Tac, 3-in-1, that sort of thing, Aileen's tacky glue, blah de blah, Anita's tacky glue, anything like that. You need something stronger than glue stick for this. And there you go, glue it on the inside like so. Smooth it out, don't put too much in because as you're smoothing it out it will move to the middle, so you don't want it coming out of your window, but obviously you do want it to stick, so just give it a light burnish. Cool. And there we go, you now have a window to your envelope. One thing I will say about acetate is if you are in a what I call a fluffy environment, it will stick. We have a lot of you know, just general dust and stuff in this area. In the house we have trees around us and all sorts of stuff. We have a cat, so you know, this house is a dust magnet, honestly. No matter how many times a day or a week I dust, it's an absolute dust magnet. So you get bits all over the place, and of course cat hairs everywhere, and they cling to things like acetate because they're staticky. So I'm just going to take a little bit extra off those edges because I just don't want it catching anywhere when it folds. Also, I didn't score it very straight. Okay, there we go. So now we have to glue, and as you can see with my rubbish folding skills, I am a little bit further over that way than I am this way, so rather than gluing these I'm just going to glue the edge of this because it doesn't go right to the top anyway, and if I glue these I'll end up out with this. So again, just down that edge like that, and just down that edge like that, like we did on envelope number 1, part A, and then fold up and glue, just like that. Burnish a little bit. Like so. You know, you can always add a bit of glue later. It's easier to add glue than it is to take it away. Alright, yeah, it was that bit there actually that needed gluing, not like the two pieces that I glued together needed extra support. But there we go. And the idea with the backing paper is, you know, you can see it here, but also when you flip the envelope over, you can now see through the envelope, so you see the lovely backing paper on the inside too. Like so. And then if you open it up like that, you can see all the way down. I so hope you can see that. I bet you can't. Oh man. I'm sorry guys, I don't know what happens when the sun comes through the window. I see a completely different thing to what you guys see. Okay, that seems to have rectified it. I'm sorry if you couldn't see any of that. I really am. But yeah, like I was saying, you just glue down the edges, and then the idea of the backing paper is obviously that. It's backing paper, so, you know, you see it down the inside. I still can't see. That's better, I can see now. Yeah, you can see it on the inside of your envelope, and then because this is a windowed envelope, once you turn it over, you can see through. So there you go, and then whatever you pop inside, you will be able to see through that window there too. And then again here, like I said, like the purple one there and there on the back, we have G's information. But you know, some of this that we've just cut off, we could use, because it complements this kit beautifully. We could use that to just wrap around like that. Let's see, kind of cut it there, sort of, like that. Oh, it would cover that up actually, but you know, you could go that side of it, like that, and then like I said, you could cover it up. Sorry, that's my phone ringing, but I don't know the number, so I'm not answering. You get a lot of spammy calls at the moment, so just move it over onto the bed, it stops the vibrating. But yeah, I'm not going to do it now, but just for an example, like I said, you could do something like that just over it there. I mean, it's just bad luck with me, I got it right on the edge of the window. But like I said, you could, because we've used this on the inside, you know, you could just pop that there and then use it as an embellishment sort of thing. In fact, I think I will do that. I wonder if I could round the corner on it. Do you think? Yes, I can, if I use my tiny one. Oops. Oh, no, that was the big one. Okay, oh, well, we'll use the big one then, that won't matter. Cool. Come out. Yeah, right. The other way. So if we just pop that on there like that and glue it. Let's do that. I've kind of no idea where I'm going with this right now, but yeah, I'm still in frame. Oops. Okay, so line that up there and make sure it lines up at the back like that. Could have been done better, but never mind. Okay, like that. And then, you know, you could just add a label or something over the top of that. Let's see what we've got, because I've got, let's have a look at some of G's labels and stuff, because I've got quite a lot of them. I have her, ooh, I forgot what they're called. Not embellishments, I can't remember what they're called now. Funny that, because we were only talking to G and Andy about it this morning. With regards to next month's design team project. I said I didn't need any kits because I'm going to use these. They asked if next month for April we could choose some embellishment kits and do something with those rather than journal kits and stuff. I told them I don't need a kit off you this month then, for next month, because I already have, oh great stuff, I already have the oh, words and phrases, that's the one. These are the words and phrases kits 1 and 2. I already have these, and I've had them since G first released them. They are amazing. I love them. So next month I will be working with these, but let's just wheedle it in here as well. Why not? Yeah, there's a mixture. I can't tell you exactly which is which right now because it's a mixture. I'm filming. Yeah, I have a mixture of 2 kits printed onto 3 different lots of paper. I've got white paper, cream coloured cardstock, which is what that is actually. That's just to used as a divider, which doesn't matter because they get mixed up anyway. And then these ones I printed onto pink paper as well. But I'm thinking these words ones and what have you would go beautifully on here. Also because they're printed on ivory yellowy coloured cardstock, they tie in quite well. Let's see. No, the words aren't doing it for me. Let's go back to these. I like these. That's a good one. Spread joy. I like that. Kind of like that first one. What did I do with that first one? Can't remember which one I got out now. The first one with that one, I think, weren't it? Empowerment. I think. Not sure. So we have sincerity. We have bravery. Spread joy. I want something happy related. Spread joy is like springy. Let's see. Well, we don't need forgiveness. Oh, joyful. That'll do. And it's got some of the colour. Yeah, perfect. So it's got the colours in, very similar colours in it as well. Also some of, yes, love it. Love it, love it, love it. So we will have, we'll do it that way. So we will have joyful on there, and where that bit comes up there, we'll just glue that on so it covers that. I mean, you would probably ink around those, but I'm not going to bother because I can't be bothered. Also, despite buying a load of ink and now being an inker, I still don't ink all that often. I just like having them to hand, and they are handy. They're actually here right next to me. I never used to like inking. Okay, so we'll just pop that on there like that. Oh, I like that. I really do like that. Beautiful. And then we need something on the back as well, don't we, to cover that up. So, well, not necessarily, but we will. How about the words? Let's have a look at these, because these words here, again, I printed onto 3 different types of paper. Pink, white and the ivory cardstock. But the reason I'm going to these is they go down. These words actually go down the page. So I'm just thinking that that would be perfect for that. If we could find one small enough, maybe. I don't think we're going to find one small enough. I think they're all long words. Patience. I want one of these yellowy coloured ones. Oh, I don't know that I do. Commitment. Oh, what about this? Opportunity. Accomplishment. Or accomplish. I like that. So we've got joyful on there. Potentially accomplish. I would prefer them to be going downwards, but I don't mind the sideways one. Miracle. It's a miracle I got this done in one go. Sorry, I'll zoom it out and then you can see a little bit better. Overcome. Empowerment. I love that. Joyful and empowerment. Maybe liking that one. Delight, I like that. Bit big. Laughter. Oh, I love that. Really, really love that. It's a bit big. Encouragement, knowledge, comfort, wholesome, happiness, overcome, more happiness, lots of happiness, comfort again, imagination, laughter, wholesome, friends. I love this kit so much. Charity, that's a nice one. Oh, that fits brilliantly. It's a bit big though. I wanted something to kind of go in the middle. Ambition, commitment, happiness again, more laughter, knowledge. I like accomplishment. No, I'm going to go with empowerment. Yes, we're going to go with joyful and empowerment. Love it. However, like I said, you know, with these words going downwards, that would have been perfect on there too. It would have been perfect on the front as well, but, you know, I like the other word too. So, yes. And then, of course, there are other words in that kit too. And then there are other ones besides. And then there's some different ones as well. But I will go through those more next time. And I've just put that word away and I want it. Oh, honestly. Such a doofus. But I can't find it now. Oh, yep, right there. Good. Oh, dear me. Whoa, honestly. Right. So, I am going to just cut a little bit off this end and cut a little bit off that end, and then using the correct size I'm going to do the corners. Oh, goodness gracious, not very well, apparently. That's better. Sorry, chop that off. Number 4. Okay, so that's better. There we go. And then I will stick that slap bang in the middle of there, like so. Wonder what type man wanted. I'm not sure if he would just come in to let me know he were home or if he wanted me for something. Oh, you know, that colouring fits that brilliantly as well. Go, I love it. Love, love, love it. Frames it great, stands out fine, you know, it stands out well, matches the background perfect. And there you go, we've got rid of the... Oh, we could also put a word down there. And yeah, as I was saying, sidetracked. Squirrel. Yeah, we've got rid of the Kerr happiness in crafting information. Not that it matters, but we do have a lovely, beautiful, embellished envelope now. Yeah, and also, oh, here she goes. The squirrels are out in force today. Just thinking, I don't know, did you guys think the same thing? You could also maybe, possibly, use one of these to pop kind of like in the back there if you wanted to, a bit like this but on the inside, so that's there looking through the window as well until you put something in the envelope. But anyway, I'm not going to do that. But yes, so there you go, guys. So that concludes envelope number 2 and video number 3B in the Simple Ephemera series for my March design team project for Kerr over at Happiness in Crafting. And I am now going to pop myself downstairs to see what Five Man wanted. Like I said, I think he was probably just coming to tell me he was home. but I'm due another brew anyway. And yeah, but there you go. So there is our envelope done from a template of another envelope. Wherever I've put the template, there it is. So there you go, guys. Like I said, if you have any envelopes that you think, oh, that'd be, you know, that envelope would look nice in a journal, but you don't really fancy collaging over it or what have you, like a lot of people do, then just gently pry it apart like I did with this one. Just tidy up the edges, draw around it on a piece of card, thick cardstock, and make yourself a template to use for making your own. Now, see, this is G's Collage Papers page. It's from the Collage Papers kit. And this is what you could have done to make your own without the lines in between, obviously. This is the only problem with using it as a full sheet like I did. You're going to have those white lines in between, but I don't mind that. But the idea, and we could have cut these out individually, which was the ideas, like G's idea for this kit. We could have cut those out individually and created our own collage to then make the same envelope, and it wouldn't have had those lines in. They wouldn't have been so, you know, perfect. But I don't mind it like that. I quite like that. And you still get that collaged effect with beautiful backing papers to complement it. I just knew, honestly, I just knew that these two kits would work perfectly together when I was looking through the kits last month to use for this month. I just knew instantly these backing papers would go with these collage papers. Yeah, so as part of the design team, we get a choice of one kit a month to work with that G and Andy send to us for free. I'm fortunate. I've loved every kit that G's made since she started making them, and I do own quite a few of them, so you know, I didn't own the collage paper one, so I was like, I actually read the email wrong to begin with, and I thought we got a choice of two kits. It wasn't. It was to choose two kits, a first choice and then a second choice. That way, if a lot of people were going with the first choice, you got your second to help with variety. I just read it wrong. So I did ask for both of these kits. But then when it was pointed out that, sorry, we actually only offer one, I'm like, no, my bad, I read it wrong, no problem. I would have the collage kit then, because I thought that it might have gone with a different kit, but it didn't. But then when I realised, no, that idea is not going to work because it won't go with the other kit, I immediately went over to the shop and bought this kit. I don't mind at all. And I'm so glad I did, because besides using them with this collage kit to create these beautiful inside papers and stuff, you know, the backing pages, they go with all sorts. But they're complementing this kit beautifully. I don't know if that was your intention when you created them, G, but honestly, they're amazing. I love them so much. So much. Now, like I said, I haven't embellished this one, but seeing as how we are here just nattering for a second before I go, and I've got these words out, let's have a look. Look, straight away, I just spotted that. So let's get it out. And yeah, I mean, that's right on the very edges, that actually, but that would look great there. And what else is there? I don't think I'm going to find anything else that I like. I've spotted that now and that's it. You know, when you just see something and straight away think, that's the one. Why even bother looking for something else? It's going on there. Otherwise, I'll just sit here agonising over it for hours. I'm going to round the corners. I have a thing about rounded corners. I will actually just quickly ink around the edge of that, simply because it was already inked first. I didn't ink it, it was already like that. but it's been done with black or very dark ink, so I'll just whip around that with my black soot. Perfect. Also, it'll help it stand out a little bit more. Oh, I need a new dab, and my sponge is getting all crummy. And there we go. It's going on, guys. Make sure I'm not going to glue it on upside down. Although this is the back of the envelope anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but you know, I'm just going to slot it in. It's not going to get glued in or anything, it's just going to be floating ephemera, as we call it. It'll be paper clipped in or just slotted in a pocket, so you will see the back. I mean, if we were going to glue it down, then it didn't matter about covering that up. But we're not going to glue it. I'm not going to glue it down. It's just going to be a piece of floating ephemera, so I am going to cover it up, and I'm going to use that beautiful, beautiful piece there. Oh, just love it. Love, love, love it. Yeah. And there we go. So there you go, guys. Piece covered up, and that's it, done. See, no, not doing any more to it. I was just thinking, do I want to use one of these as a tuck for the envelope to go in, but I'm not. I'm going to put, no, I'm not. I was saying in the last video about putting an eyelet in and then wrapping twine or ribbon or something around it, but no, I'm not doing that. I'm leaving it. I'm going to paper clip it. But yeah, but that's now covered the Kerr information up, so I did that. But yeah, I love it. And then we have two gorgeous envelopes. That's technically, that would be the, I'd call that the front. I know it's the back, but yeah, so there's the front of that one and the front of that one, the back of that one and the back of that one, and that's how the beautiful backing papers work with each one. Just love it, absolutely love it. Okay, guys, I am going to love you and leave you now and go and find out what Sideman want and make another brew, and then I will be back with part 3C in this ephemera series. We are again going to make an envelope, another one, using, where did I put it? Ooh, where did I put it? I put it somewhere to dry. Oh gosh. Where did I put it, guys? That's not good. I've lost it. Hang on. Oh dear. Heart failure then. I'd actually put it back in with the other kit pages, so yeah. Yeah, I will be back in the next video for you guys. It'll only be like 5 or 10 minutes for me, but the next video for you guys with this piece, which has been backed as well. The back has been glued on, and we will be making an envelope with this using the envelope punch board. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye.